Hello, hello, hello. It is your pop culture psychic here, Antphrodite, back again to give you another psychic reading on, well, if you've read this title, you probably already know, but on Emma Chamberlain. I believe that's how you say it. I believe that's her name. Completely unfamiliar with her. Definitely have no idea about anything. But Emma and the Dolan Twins are super highly requested, so we'll see what I get. Hopefully, if there is something going on between the two of them, because that's like the number one question I get is like, is Emma and Delano or whatever, the Dolan, I can't say the name, but you guys know who I'm talking about, Dolan Twins, Delano Twins, whatever. If they're, the number one question I get is if they're dating or something. I don't know, but I figured if we do a reading on Emma, if there's someone there, they'll be in there, so we'll figure it out. So, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. Emma, you're up for psychic review. And I have a new layout. We're all fancy now. If you guys don't like the layout, sorry. But we have a new layout. Oh. Okay. So there's the Delano twin, right? And then there's Emma, right? And it's interesting here because the Three of Wands is reversed, which is like a liberation or a separation. And that's like three's a crowd. Then I pulled the Sister of Cups, which is attachment, the Devil card. To me, this is like a separation. This isn't personal. This isn't permanent. And this also isn't like a separation of friendship. This is just like a timeout. Whenever I pull three of Wands reversed and the Sister of Cups, that's a timeout. So they're still going to be close. They're still friends. But if I pull the Devil card here, there's a problem. There's a problem with the amount of time invested in each other. Because my main question was kind of seeing if there's anything going on between them. But to me, that's like a separation. Because remember, Three of Wands reversed is like there's too many people here. Too many cooks in the kitchen. And then I see a separation. The Devil card is intense negativity. So to me, it seems like trying to cover tracks. This isn't relationship, though. This is just like a timeout from friendships. So this is more along the lines of, I knew it, the Knight of Pentacles. It's more along the lines of being careful of who I do business with or who I allow in my videos or who allow in my stuff. So, this isn't like, this isn't like, because Devil card is negativity, so it's not really maliciousness as much as it's just like, let's just be careful of what we do. Be careful of the types of content we do. This would be the content between her and the Delano twins or whatever. I'm sorry, I can't say the name. Please don't make fun of me, please. I pronounce everything wrong. I'm trying. I don't know how to say it. I'm sure everyone's going to yell at me. I'm sorry. It's more along the lines of being careful of the type of content that's being produced, because I am pulling the Eight of Swords, which is like a feeling of being trapped or pressured, and the Emperor, which is about regaining control. So there has to be some sort of separation. Like, I don't think they're going to really want the shipping. Yeah, I pulled the Ace of Wands. Now, the Ace of Wands is the birth of something new. The Eight of Pentacles would be about a waste of time and effort, and the Ten of Swords is self-sabotage. If they were to continue to keep each other together, and if she was to continue to keep her like group together in the way it was, it wouldn't really go so well for her. This is about like, this is really good because this is about rebranding. This is like rebranding herself, really getting out there. Now, before anyone says it, I know you guys know the Ace of Wands is my pregnancy card. Stop it. In here, I'm pretty certain that's not what that means. This is just like the birth of a new thing for her. So don't even try it. Fingers crossed. Anyways, but yeah, don't even try that. However, what I will say is when the Ten of Swords is reversed, I am a little bit careful because whenever I pull a Ten of Swords and an Ace of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles reversed, this means a second thing. What this means is that there is a new project that is going to be offered to her that she needs to say no to. This is an offer that would look like we can't refuse on the outside, but she needs to say no to it because it would destroy her image. this is a potential issue with like quote unquote branding. Like I said before, she wants to kind of like change her image. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm pretty certain she just turned 18, right? So like she wants to like grow, but this is an opportunity she needs to say no to. This is definitely an opportunity she needs to say no to. You guys want to know about her love life. I'm not really seeing anything. I mean, she's young. The Queen of Cups is up, right? So she's definitely in a good emotional place, if you're wondering. She's pretty emotionally secure. That's good. Typically, when you do spreads on younger people, a lot of times they struggle more with this, but that's pretty healthy. I'm not really that concerned. The Temperance card is about patience and balance, and it seems like she's getting a good handle on her personal and professional life. It seems like she's finally starting to balance better there. Like even though she might not be exactly where she wants to be, she's got a good like trajectory. So I'm really not worried. I'm actually kind of really impressed so far. It seems like she has a really good head on her shoulders. I'm really impressed. I was not expecting to pull stuff like this for someone so young. Although I know a lot of you like 18 is not that young, but still. The 10 of Wands is reversed. That's about like burdens being lifted off of her back. So if anything, it seems like she's kind of learning that she can't do everything herself and she has to allow people to help her. And she has to allow people to take things from her, which is smart. I think that's really good. I'm really quite impressed by this reading. This also tells me that she's not, so I'm not familiar with like all of the relationship stuff, but this girl is not stupid, so she's not going to jump into a relationship and she's not going to even bother chasing after anyone. To me, this means that she's pretty good when it comes to like crushes or things like that at controlling herself. She definitely doesn't seem to be super impulsive. Even if she has an initial impulsive reaction, she doesn't actually follow it through all the way. You know, I'm not really seeing scandals or anything like that. I'm not really seeing her like getting into trouble with boys or whatever she's into. Like I'm not really seeing anything like that. In fact, it seems more like a very like she seems like an old soul. Like she seems like she's got a good head on her shoulders, you guys. I don't know, you want tea, but there really isn't any. This reading might be boring for most of you. If anything, the biggest complaint she has is that she has to water herself down. The Magician is reversed, which is like a misdirection or a miscommunication, which means that she has to water herself down a little bit. And the Seven of Pentacles is reversed, which means she wants to get out of that. She does want to kind of think of, you know how Miley broke out of her shell and she went wild? She doesn't want to go wild, but she does want to be a little bit more expressive. And you're going to start to see her do that. Shouldn't shock anybody. I mean, an 18-year-old wants to express themselves and doesn't want to be, pushed into a box. But you're going to start to see two sides kind of collide. There's going to be a lot of pressure from her to like be in this box. And it's going to kind of cause her to feel like, I don't want to be like that all the time. So if I pull the Nine of Cups up, right, the Nine of Cups is like wish granted. So this definitely is very much like, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to get what I want to get, and I'm going to be who I want to be. So, just what I would suggest people to do is, in her trajectory, from here on out, just be a little bit more, accepting of any new thing that she tries or any new idea that she kind of plays around with or any new way she's expressing herself or speaking. Because remember, Magician is communication. So you might see a little bit of a shake up in terms of like her Twitter or Instagram or some sort of social media, the way she explains herself, because it seems like she's going to transition away from what she was. This isn't a bad transition, it's a good transition, but again, the only worry I have is this opportunity that she needs to say no to. Yeah, it's mostly just like, how do I describe this? It's like, I understand that, like, I understand that people want to connect with influencers and things like that, but to me it seems like she's kind of been over what she's been doing, but she kept doing it because it worked, and that's not going to last much longer. She'll still be relatable, but she's going to be relatable in a different way, so... Oh, I actually did get tea. So, the Three of Cups is reversed. The Three of Cups is jealousy, gossip, hearsay, distrust, disloyalty. The Page of Wands is reversed, and the Six of Cups is the past. Something from her past will be brought up and misconstrued. This is something she's either tweeted or said or done in the past that will be brought up and misconstrued. They'll try to make something out of it. It won't work. This is someone trying to take something from the past that they're trying to, cause some gossip about her. It ain't gonna work. It's gonna fizzle out, and it's gonna be kind of tame and stupid and boring, and nobody's gonna care. Six of Cups is upright, so it's like, not gonna work. Yeah, the Justice card's upright, the King of Pentacles reversed, and Two of Cups. It's directly coming from someone that is either in the same industry. Remember, King of Pentacles is like career, or someone that had some sort of soured business deal or business exchange, or because sometimes you have to remember excuse me, sometimes it's the truth. Sometimes you have to remember, like, the manager that you have is friends with this person, and I don't like them, so I'm going after you. It's kind of like stupid little petty things in the background. And they're going to bring up some sort of old thing. This would be like an old tweet or an old message or an old way she expressed herself. Page of Wands. This would be something she said or did. Maybe an old video that's misconstrued. It has to be something like that. It's not going to really go the way anyone is going to think it's going to go. I think most people are just going to kind of be like, oh. So there's that. I don't think I'm going to... The King of Cups is upright with the Four of Cups reversed. So I definitely think that there are people that she looks up to. Because King of Pentacles has to be someone that she almost idolizes. And the Four of Cups reversed is Seven of Cups. If I'm going to be honest with you, there has to be someone that she idolizes that is not really doesn't really care about her. Because Four of Cups is like, ugh, really? The King of Cups would be someone she's idolizing. The Seven of Cups is like a fantasy. It's like, oh my God, I really look up to you, really like. But the Knight of Cups is upright, which means that that's like, you know how when you really look up to someone and then you meet them and you're like, ugh. That's kind of what this energy is like. It's kind of like, I really look up to you, I really like you. Ugh. Knight of Cups. It's like, really? That's it? It's mostly just like a wake-up call in terms of who she's really looked up to before and who she's going to look up to now. It's really tame. Again, you got to understand something. This reading is going to be kind of tame. There's really not much here. She's kind of in a good place. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you guys want tea, but there's nothing here. So this is mostly just about being a little bit disappointed. The problem here is that this is someone that she has had interaction with before. So it's almost like things have switched up. I wouldn't be surprised if her success or, her getting bigger is going to kind of threaten someone, and she's going to kind of be like, oh, so we're equals now. It's one of those moments. I mean, that's common. Again, that's not that big of a deal. What she is about to do is get a huge brand deal. Six of Pentacles is a contract for a lot of money. And the Six of Swords is the internet. So that is a brand deal or a sponsorship. It will be pretty significant. And the Strength card is reversed, which is vulnerability, which means that they've been waiting to broker this deal. Yep, Seven of Wands is the underdog. They have been waiting for her to age up. Whatever this is wanted her to age up. They wanted her to age up to do this because the Five of Swords says there was a small detail that was overlooked. Well, not a small detail that was overlooked. It was a small detail that couldn't be overlooked, which has to be something very small, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's her age because the Moon is reversed, which means it's obvious. It's the number one thing. It's what we already know. So definitely has to be. It definitely has to be we wanted her to age up. We wanted her to be a significant, thing here. So that's a huge brand deal that she'll be getting. Big. I'm not this should be pretty significant. It's a sponsorship or a brand deal. And you want to know what's funny is I'm not sure how many people have had this one before. Because this Fool, spontaneity and freedom, it's also, again, about her being young. The Five of Pentacles is reverse, okay, which that's an apprenticeship card, so when that's reverse, I'm not sure how many other people have it. And the Three of Pentacles is reverse as well, which means it shouldn't be super typical. Three of Pentacles is a different kind of job, so it's a different kind of genre. It's different to who she is. It's evolved. Interesting. Yeah, look, there's the star. It's destiny, attention. This should be pretty big, you guys. Yep. And the Tower's reversed with the Two of Pentacles, which says that this is going to kind of cause a little bit of ruckus from the fans because they'll feel oh, you're selling out. No, she's not. Relax. Chill out. The Two of Pentacles is a really great business deal. So I'm going to need the fans to not complain when this happens because the Tower is reversed, which means it's restructuring. So they're going to feel like, oh man, you've changed. No, sorry. No, the Eight of Wands is upright. That's great. And the Hangman. So like I said before, she's kind of trying to shed some of the image that she had. She doesn't want to be known as someone who has other people around her all the time. She doesn't want to be known as the person that's in the groups. She doesn't want to be known as the person that you guys know her as. She wants to be known as Emma. That's it. So this is actually kind of typical. It's kind of simple. I mean, I'll try and pull more, but I don't really think you're going to get anything. And I don't buy that her and the Delanos are doing anything. I don't buy that. Sorry. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it could be, and I just don't see it, but I would typically see a relationship if I'm doing a reading on someone. So, sorry, boys and girls. Ha! Literal card I pulled. The child that was meant to be. Ha! The Black Flower Fragrance and the Parasite card. Wait a minute. Huh. Wow. Emma is the keeper of secrets. Wow. Okay. I was not expecting that. That actually kind of shook me. So the child that was meant to be is all about people's past experiences and people's like deepest, darkest things, because I pulled the Black Flower Fragrance, which is like negative stuff that's happened. And the Parasite card, it's like the stuff that's inside. People pour their soul to her. This girl knows where all the bodies are buried, girl. The Cancer card is a nurturer, a sensitive, nurturing person that people confide in. And the Earth card says she's grounding for them. I wonder if she's an empath. I doubt she'll ever watch this video, but if you're an empath, girl, I can help you. Because people confide in her. People confide in her. The reason why we're not getting any tea is because she holds all the secrets. I literally pulled the High Priestess. This is like a light worker card. Hello? Divine timing, trust, and healing. And the Ten of Pentacles is a long-term goal of hers. So I'm telling you guys, this girl is a healer. People come to her with their problems. She's an old soul. This girl has a lot of information. I'm impressed, girl. And I'm a really hard sell. It's really hard to impress me. I've seen a lot of stuff in my life. I'm impressed. Huh. What? Okay. You want a bombshell? Here's a bombshell. So Green Maid's Bride. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. It says sacred union, commitment, ceremony, maturing into deep relationship, right? So that's a relationship card, right? But then I pulled the Three Graces. Cooperative ventures with friends, joy, sharing new partnerships. These are other people. And then I pulled the Secret Path, okay? Which is an irresistible pull down a distinct path, ley lines. I don't know if you can see that. Mystical traditions. So this would be a secret, other people, relationship. She knows about a secret relationship. Everyone thinks that she's the one that's like in all this like secretive stuff and everything like that and shipping her with other people, but she's the one that knows who is really in a secret relationship and who's really doing secretive things. She knows. She knows. We found our key holder. This girl holds the key to every kingdom. This girl knows more than anyone else. Now, I don't know if I think she's told a lot of things directly, but I wouldn't be surprised if she picks up on stuff. I think she picks up on stuff naturally and ignores it. To me, this is someone who's like picking up on stuff and just ignoring it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to know it. I don't want to deal with it. But she knows something. The light, the darkness, ancestors, ancestral line, generational shift. You guys, this is about, like, in dark times, someone has to bring the light. I told you, light worker. If I pull that card, it tells me that she's able to kind of bring truth to any situation. Behind the scenes, this girl can definitely mediate. Behind the scenes, this girl can definitely mediate, but she knows who's really in the trenches. Listen, if you're watching this, Emma, you need to understand that part of your life path is healing other people. So if there are situations that you know you can help, you have to help. In private, obviously, but you have to help because it's part of your life purpose here. I'm telling you, I feel very strongly that part of her life purpose is to kind of help other people. It's probably why she got success so young, because they wanted to make sure she had enough to be able to deal with all this stuff. I'm so impressed. I was not expecting this. I gotta start watching your videos, girl. I've never watched an Emma video. I gotta start watching them, girl. I don't know. I may not be her demographic, but I gotta start watching her, girl, because I'm impressed. Now, I didn't get much information about the Dolanos, so maybe we'll have to do a video. If you guys want me to do a video on the Dolanos, put it in the comments. But I didn't get much information on them. I'm interested to see who this... Because there's a secret relationship, but I'm not convinced it's hers. I'm just not convinced it's hers, you guys. I don't know. I'm willing to be wrong, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like hers. It feels like everyone comes to her with stuff. And it feels like it's smoke and mirrors. It feels like she's the one that's like, okay, we'll have it about me because I don't mind. Like, this feels like, you know how, okay, listen to me. This is like when someone's willing to cape for someone else, or someone's willing to take the fall for someone else, or someone's willing to take, like, the attention off of other people. It's like smoke and mirrors. It reminds me of, oh, I don't remember that movie. I'm trying to think. Hold on, let me see if I can remember. I don't remember the movie, but it just basically reminds me of, like, you know, like it just reminds me of when, like, someone is doing something because they're protective of another person and they don't want anyone to know all their business. So they're like, whatever. If it's about me, it's about me. I can handle it. I don't mind. It doesn't bother me. That's what it's like. So, I don't know. I don't know who it is, but she doesn't mind the fact that people are shipping things or doing stuff. She doesn't mind. But it's basically someone else's tea, though. There's someone else's tea here. There's someone else's tea. And she kind of knows. Girl, I love to pick her brain. I would love to know what she feels. Because I don't think she realizes how much she actually knows. I think she's kind of like just pretending that she doesn't care. This girl is quite smart. Well, I mean, that's kind of what I see for Emma Chamberlain, you guys. Just one thing I will mention is, like, if she sees this, just make sure you don't overprotect, you know? I don't want you to overprotect, and make sure that you're not allowing people to get away with things in your life in general. You know what I mean? Just because you care and love about them. You know, self-love and self-care is very important. And, you know, don't feel like you have to cape for everyone and everything. You know, sometimes just let the energy fly. You know, if it's someone's situation, it's their situation. And if people are hiding things, you know, I mean, people could hide a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, we know people hide things about their sexuality, people hide things about their feelings, people hide things about relationships, people hide things about their career. Don't feel like you need to cape for everything and everyone. That's the only thing I will say with things like this. Like, whatever someone is feeling, whatever they're doing, that's their battle. And it's not your responsibility to take care of everyone around you, because I think she's going to get stuck in a position here. She's very successful. She's going to get stuck in a position where she's going to be constantly taking care of everyone around her. And I'm a little bit worried about that, especially for someone so young. So that's it. Sorry if this video is boring. There's not much tea here. Only a little bit. So I hope you guys liked it. If you enjoyed that reading, make sure you subscribe below and hit the bell button to know to hit notifications on. Put notifications on to know when I upload next. If you have suggestions for celebrity readings, put them in the comments below as well. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch, antphrodite. Yeah, antphrodite.com for your own personal private readings. Sign up for my newsletter. All you have to do is click on the website and then scroll down a little bit. It'll pop up and you'll be able to sign up on the newsletter to let you know when they are available again. I think I have 100 and something left. Hopefully I'll be able to get those done in the next 2 weeks. That's fingers crossed things go well. Working out has been really, really draining for me, so I haven't been going as quickly as I'd like. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.